welcome back to Xenoverse 2. Last time around we finished up all the rest of the base game parallel quests, and this time around we're going to finish up the last bit of the story missions. For the base game, not the DLC yet, we're going to do that later. Those are going to be an ordeal. So first up we got something I realized I never actually did. We never actually dropped off the eggs we got from the large rifts. They've probably gone bad by this point, but hey. Howdy. Hey, what's the matter with you? Oh, I guess I never did explain about the time nest, did I? Okay, I'll tell you everything you need to know. The time nest has two main functions. This is what you're supposed to hear when you start the game. I just never talk to her, because I honestly forget about it most of the time. The first is to serve as a nest for Togi Togi, the bird who controls time. He may not look like much, but he is an important being, I guess. In a sense, the role of the Supreme Kai of Time is to serve as Togi Togi's caretaker and raise him dutifully. And the second is to house this giant building, known as the Time Vault. It holds the history of the entire universe. Which universe? Don't worry about it. Pretty much everything that has ever happened is written down in the book of the beginning and end. Of course, it includes your entire history as well, so I'd be careful about what actions I'd take if I were you. If you ever want to look back on your history, go take a look at the Time Vault, so that's where you go to redo the story missions.
Welcome!
Wait, where'd you find that egg? Got it from a large rift in time? Let me take a closer look at it. Whew, took me by surprise for a moment there. Thought it was one of Togi Togi's eggs. I should have known better. The closer I look at it, the more it looks like the real thing. Yet it seems to contain a ambiguously evil presence within. The amount of energy it's emitting is off the charts. Who could have made it? I don't know, maybe the two people we fight. It's kind of all we do. Thanks for letting me see it. Will you tell me if you find any more? I got like 4 more of these. These large rifts in time are as mysterious as ever, I see. They seem harmless for now. I'll keep searching on my own. Please continue the investigation on your end, too.
Welcome!
I see you've brought another one of those eggs with you. Thanks. I see you found this one in a large rift in time, as well. I wonder if this means there's one in each rift. I've been doing some researching, and it seems like these eggs are related to the reason these rifts in time have appeared. If my hunch is correct, there should be 5 of these eggs in total. That's convenient. Something may happen once you've obtained all 5. Please keep checking out these large rifts in time. Thanks for letting me see it. Tell me if you find any more. These large rifts in time are... Okay. Thanks for bringing me another egg. We've gathered all 5 at last. I know the story behind these eggs now. They were made by Toa. You must have realized that Togi Togi's eggs could serve as an energy source to revive the demon realm. Fortunately, it's not possible for people to replicate Togi Togi's eggs, no matter how much scientific knowledge they possess. I'm not sure whether they were just discarding their failures, or if they were reusing them to try and... Sorry, give me a second. Try and throw history into chaos. Either way, they must have planted the eggs in various eras, and that's how these large rifts in time came into existence. Given their sheer power, they created these rifts and somehow distorted the pockets of history in their vicinity. That's the origin of these large rifts in time. I feel like you just repeated the same couple of sentences over and over again on that. Now we know what caused them, plus have dealt with the eggs themselves. There's no longer any use for them. We might as well get rid of them. Huh? You don't think so? Well, as long as they're in Conton City, they won't have any effect on history, so I guess we can leave them be. Okay, let's leave them. It's a bit of a chore to dispose of them anyways. Alright, then it's decided. I better hang on to all of them, just to be safe. Thanks again for your help. Cronoa. Should call it Cronoa. Saying Supreme Kai of Time every single freaking time is such a mouthful. There's one stored time egg per rift. Event progress will be reflected in all character slots. You gotta do this once, and that's it. We're good. Okay. So we just gotta leave and come back. I don't know if we have to close the area and open it back up again, or if it's just leave and come back. We'll figure it out here in a second. Alright, we're back. I did have to leave the area and come back. I just went to photo mode and then immediately left. That's how I usually do things. So now we can do this, because we've beaten the main story and gotten all the eggs. Hello there, the Supreme Kai of Time is requesting your presence. It seems that there's a history that's never been seen before. What's the difference from a change in history, I wonder? Want to go with me to find out? Okay, let's make our way to the Time Vault. As a positive, you only have to get the eggs once. You never have to do it again with the other characters. Thank God. That'd be miserable.
Oh, good. You're both.
If I remember right, you used to have to.
Bardock
And they changed it later.
into the time rift and something happened.
I'd
Maybe more
like to
specific than
show
that.
both of you just exactly what had happened.
Still kind of knows what's up. He's actually
What
helping
could
us out.
possibly have happened?
It's easier if I just show you. Here, look.
Stern old Kai.
What the?
Oh hey, it's this scene again. So
Bardock?
they're so proud of this animation, they're gonna show it twice.
I can't shake him off.
He's doing his best.
Oh, he's so strong.
Look at those muscles. Do you not see how freaking big they are?
Don't!
Arms the size of tree trunks.
How can someone so weak overpower me? How dare you make a fool of me?
I feel like the animation in this game has a more Dragon Ball feeling art style than Super does. It's just rough enough.
Never underestimate a Saiyan's power!
I don't like how clean sheen Super is. I feel like it doesn't look right. If you've seen Super Saiyan and Super, you definitely know what I'm talking about. It looks off. Something about it doesn't look right. I know we're talking about Super again, but I'm bringing it up because we've already seen this scene. I need something to talk about. It's like, just look at any scene with Super Saiyan and Super with the aura up, and it looks off. It's this weird, like, haze over the screen that doesn't feel right.
I had no
This is more or less story as a fight. We're more or less just playing a cutscene. But if we die, we have to redo the whole cutscene again.
Still want to fight me. Nobody around to get in our way. It's like the perfect opportunity to meet.
Ow.
Tamper with my body. You'll regret having made me strong.
Yeah, I'm not too great with Bardock, so I'm sorry if this is really sloppy. I'm not too familiar with him. Despite how many times I've done this specific fight, I'm still not that great. One of the only times in the game you ever play someone other than your custom character. And I'm missing all those shots. It also doesn't help that Mira is really strong compared to you. So, yeah, and you also have preset stats. So you can't just power level your way through this.
Keeps increasing.
Alright, we're in cutscene territory. One moment, please. Could you go over there? Ow. Hey, speaking of Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan.
I pressed the wrong button. But it worked. So it really was the right plan after all. There we go, now I got that move.
So powerful. Defeating you will be the definitive proof of my strength. Proof for who? That Toa woman? So
Oh, we're on a sky spot. That's not good. Now let's take this fight somewhere else.
You're strong.
Oh, we're in cutscene territory again.
To you.
Better Super Saiyan, kind of. He looks slightly different. Ah. Oh, he's just done that. Wait a minute. Ah. That weird auto-aiming on some of these decks always gets in the way sometimes. It's not gonna work, man. I got 2 bars of stamina, I can just keep doing this. And now more loops, but in the Bardock variety.
It can't be. I'm the one
Everything.
with power level, not you. But all you trusted numbers.
Nope.
You are dumber than I thought.
Now we wait it out again. This is way shorter. So now our stats are a lot higher than his.
Super Saiyan 3? It's time to finish this.
He doesn't have enough for super spawn. Oh, that didn't work. So I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to figure out the stamina break for him. I'm just not messing around. There we go. You do have Saiyan Spirit, so you could probably just spam that and it'll probably work. That's also a thing you could do. Just Mira slowly descending. That's what normally happens in a Dragon Ball fight.
I lost.
Boy, they really should have put a floor in this arena just so you could have him lying on the ground, because this looks really awkward.
I always wondered what it would feel like.
Okay, you can't tell me you haven't felt what it's like to lose before, given how in the first game you were literally reduced to like a tiny little puddle of flesh.
That thing they have.
You got rocked.
I think that I understand what it is now.
So this is just context for the final boss, that was all this was. I like it though. It's a cool moment, I like it, it's just, it's a little awkwardly done. I guess with time travel you can show things out of order and have it still work, I just think they could have handled it a little bit cleaner than this.
Mira. Unbelievable.
Mira ignored Towa's orders in the final battle, in a bid to push himself beyond his limitations.
He really wanted to be the final boss.
It seems like this fight with Bardock has really caused Mira's very nature to change deep down.
That's all well and good, but what'll happen to Bardock now? When Mira
Who knows at the end of the day?
Bardock was no longer there.
I don't know, he'll probably like pseudo-retconned in Super into basically Jor-El.
Yes.
Nah, that'd be silly, that'd be wacky. Who would ever do that idea? That's lame.
Ended, until the time Mira regained consciousness, history just disappeared. It appears that the clash of all those
It's really convenient that we don't get to see this one thing that we really wanted to know.
Some kind of anomaly in the time rift.
What does everyone else think happened to Bardock?
Oh, we're given an option. Surely this must mean something, and will affect it, and will affect things greatly going forward.
Sheer intensity that if the rift did rupture, it wouldn't exactly be a surprise. When you think about it that way, Bardock could have been sucked into a whole other dimension.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bury the. I'm just gonna tell you what it does here. It does literally nothing. It doesn't even change the dialogue here.
The thing is,
they say the exact same thing in the exact same order, regardless of what you choose.
That's for sure. Well, if he's still alive.
With such a sudden awakening and violent explosion of power, he could have obliterated.
I didn't even realize you had lines there. I've never noticed that before.
They're both possibilities, that's for sure. Well,
the whole subtitles
if
thing
he's
in this
still
game
alive,
is
we'll
really
probably
wacky.
bump into him again sooner or later.
Maybe as a mentor of some
We
sorts.
have to get back to our investigations into history.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Nod in unison.
Thanks for all your help, Trunks. You were really great.
So yeah, doing this gets you the.
City. Have you been to the
Why is that?
Museum
Why is that
yet?
here again? No.
There you can enjoy
Switch on the next-
explosive
go back,
figure
I see.
battles using
Start
the
it.
state-of-the-art
You're back, I
battle
see. Sorry, but I'm
simulator.
still busy with my other job. You wanna go out there
You've
again?
got all kinds of hero figures.
See you back
at your
soon. Yeah, I used the new revamp updates. That might reset it again. I'll have to reapply those mods again. I am so sick of having to do that.
Oh,
I like the new
it's
revamp
you.
stuff, but boy, is it not as clean as the old one.
Huh? So, Trunks isn't with you?
Don't worry, I asked Trunks to take care of another assignment.
I don't really see how that's gonna
There's been
change
yet
anything.
another change in history. Ordinarily, I would ask you to fix the alteration right away, but I want you to take a look at this first.
Well, let's get cracking.
Just gonna jump right to it. Do you remember this scene?
You came from the future, didn't you?
Hilariously enough, despite the fact that this is not what I was wearing when we did
So
this scene the
Bulma
first
was able to
time,
finish her time
it has
machine.
changed now because it's using
really proud of
what
you,
I'm
Trunks.
currently wearing.
Thanks.
Right. It's not.
I'm
the time
fine
for
with that.
this.
It is just a little
17
funny.
and 18 are attacking the city.
You're right. This time, go on. Go on. I'll go with you.
I still like
to
this
fight.
scene. This is pretty good.
This time. This time.
I wish Xenoverse 2 did more of this.
What are you saying?
I get why,
You're
because
not allowed
this
to
is
do
really
that,
the only
Trunks.
character who's connected to anything.
Gohan here. You'll
But I wish we
change the
could have
course of
got, we kind of got a little bit
I-
more.
I know. But I...
Trunks?
Please, you have
I guess you can't, you obviously can't do this for every single change in history either, also.
Trunks. Is there
They do it
something you wanna
more
tell me?
as the DLCs kind of went on, so I think they have gotten better about it.
If you're here,
But it's
All grown
nice
up,
to see, I just wish there was
the
been more.
future is
That's all there is to it.
safe, isn't And so, this fight has a real purpose.
Oh,
It's enough for
Gohan,
me.
you don't know what a Goku Black is.
You can't. Go on.
Trunks. It looks like you've made a good
Man,
friend.
Black Saga really does sour this scene, doesn't it?
You can't abandon a good friend, can you?
That's bleeding over a little bit into this, because Future
It's really
Trunks,
good to see you, Trunks.
boy, is the Black Saga really bad.
Go on.
I'm gonna get you a little taste of that. It is not good. This fight has real purpose. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Resolute Trunks, history is born.
Gohan, you're alive.
Ow.
We'll fix that soon enough. Kill him now. Use your full power.
The Future Gohan is a character I kind of know how to use. Kind of.
And this time you're outnumbered too. You don't win.
Oh boy.
See that? But there's no way I'm pulling back.
Alright, we're gonna... Ow. We're just gonna let this happen. No, you're not.
Trunks?
You coward!
What are you doing?
I'm getting Future Gohan! No!
Made up my mind. Can't abandon Gohan.
What's the meaning?
Alright, seriously, buddy.
Is that the same little brat from before?
I don't know what kind of cookie,
Oh, I
but
missed.
growing a pain just won't be enough to save you.
Don't be so sure about that.
Come here! The best grab in the game! All the way to the ground! Love that one. Oh, I didn't have enough meter. I thought it was 3 bars for the regular version. Where are you? This one I think is definitely better than the Bardock one. It's just a fight. It feels more like an actual game part of the game, rather than essentially just a fancy
How could
cutscene.
I lose to such pathetic animals?
Get back here.
Finally come to understand this
No,
again.
you don't. You're not doing that.
Many years of practice and training.
That's not gonna work, man.
Lend me your strength. Strength to end this battle for good.
Don't worry, Trunks. I'm on the way. I'm grinding for key. Hang on. Where are they anyway? Ow. Oh, you know what? Kinda asked for that. Come on, keep swinging. Give me a meter. Give me a meter. Swing. Take a shot. Take a shot. Coward. You know. Yeah, Trunks doing a Kamehameha. It kind of feels wrong. Yeah, I don't know why they gave him that. It makes sense that he would know it. He did get trained by Gohan. I can understand why he would know it. Alright, come here. Ah! I love doing that on a really big map. The high ceilings. You go for so long. It's great. Oh, I missed. We're gonna do it again! Ah!
I can beat those terrible
I wanna parry
androids.
that.
Don't get ideas above your station.
Get back here!
I'll destroy you.
Trunks, I
in
got her!
Everyone.
Oh no.
I will
I don't know what's happening. Ah, it didn't work. I was hoping to find an opening to break your stamina, but nah. Take a swing, you coward! I want to finish you in a fancy way! Trunks, I got her! Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get the fancy kill. We're just gonna do it. Alright, there you go. It kinda works. I do know the combo to get to one-handed Kamehameha naturally. And it's really fun. I like doing that combo.
Looks like we won.
There we go, that was weird.
Those
Took him a
androids
second.
have been vanquished.
Peace again at last. Looking forward to a little bit of rest. Feels good already.
I feel almost 10 pounds, maybe
Trunks?
12 pounds lighter. I don't know how
Why did
much
you
does an arm
come?
weigh?
I thought I told you to stay away. Don't you know you shouldn't come here?
You're right.
Changed history once before, what's another time?
Now I can never return to that world again. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't bear to see history plagued by any more unhappiness.
Yeah, the Back to the Future route.
Or a future like that one.
Which one are you talking about?
It's fine. I don't regret my decision. We did manage to save this world after all.
Hey man, if multiverse is technically a thing in Dragon Ball logic, there is a version of history where this happened.
You're
You
right.
could just go there.
Seeing as you saved me.
How many timelines
I
are
think
there?
I've
There's
already
gotta be at
said
least
too
one.
much. Trunks, I really owe you one. It's thanks to you that we were able to beat the androids.
Man, Future Gohan, you do not know what's coming your way, buddy.
You've turned into a really strong
You
fighter,
got
my friend.
no chance.
Thanks, Gohan.
We could use someone as strong as you to help protect this world. So, what do you say?
I'd be honored.
You as an
When Cell
11-year-old
shows
was
up a
better
few
than
years from
you now.
The two of us should be able to beat him easily. We need to destroy Cell's eggs in this era. Oh, and we need to do something about the slumbering Boo, too.
Just Trunks just rambling all this nonsense that he's had to deal with off Gohan
Cell.
just staring confused.
Ooh. What are you talking about?
Look, I know what the future has in store. I have to use that knowledge to restore peace.
We're gonna break all the rules of the universe. Never do this ever. You don't know what
Easy.
will happen.
You're like our very own crystal ball or something.
I'm very adamant with, if time travel is ever discovered, destroy it. Just don't. Don't touch
First
it.
things first, though. We need to tell the Bulma
Destroy
and Trunks of this
everything
era
about it
that the
and
androids
kill
have
whoever
finally
knows
been
about it.
defeated.
Get rid of it. No one can be trusted.
And I need to get you all introduced.
It
too.
is way too dangerous. You
Sure.
don't know what will
I
happen.
think Mom will be a little shocked to find out she suddenly gained an extra son.
Don't
That's
sweat.
fine, just imagine
She'll
like
be
twins.
happy to hear the extra pitter-patter of little feet.
I'm older than you are now.
Yeah, I guess so.
How old is this Trunks? Is he older than Gohan was? How old would Gohan have been? He would be about... Gohan's about... 10 when the androids happened?
Well, would you look at that?
He'd be around 23. I think so.
This change in history came about from the conflict with
Th-
Trunks.
This is the exact reason why I think time travel should never exist. You don't know what will happen.
Well,
Things could
if
be
you
bad
ask
where
me,
you, in the future,
that must
but you
have
don't
happened
know
when
they could be
Trunks
worse.
met with the Gohan of this timeline.
Cause and effect is a heck of a thing.
This history is all wrong. But I'm sure a peaceful future
Like, when you really
awaits
think
further
about it,
down the line.
think how many random chances have affected you and your life alone. Imagine a small, random, insignificant moment for someone who has real authority or power, and think about how that affects them and everything around them. Now imagine that on a bigger scale. That's what time travel is. That's why you don't touch it.
Be the future Trunks is so intent on reaching.
Maybe,
you could straight up
but
remove a person from
leaving
existence,
changes
and
in
you don't know
history
who
is
that person
dangerous.
is. You don't
It
know what
could
they'll
be the
do,
catalyst
and you
for
don't know what will
further
happen without them.
deviations. Just like this one here.
I agree with you, Elder Kai.
What do you think?
It could be absolute chaos on the grandest scale
Do you think we
possible,
should fix
and
this
that's why we're gonna
distortion?
leave it.
Or should we leave the timeline as it is?
As you can probably imagine,
Perhaps you're
this
right.
also doesn't matter in the slightest. Nothing changes,
All right,
there's
then.
no new
I
dialogue,
understand just how you
nothing
feel.
happens as a result of your decision here today. All that cause and effect I was talking about is
I'll bear in
bullcrap.
mind all
Nothing
of what has
matters.
already been said, but the final decision
Don't-
is still mine.
But seriously, time travel's a bad idea. Never do it.
Well, good job, kid.
I appreciate Dragon Ball having just multiverse theory for its time travel rules and just going, you mess with time, nothing happens. New timeline, don't worry about it. It's way cleaner and easier to work with. Time travel stories are usually a freaking mess because of that. Also, your reward for doing this mission is you get future Gohan for the mentor. So now we have all the mentors. So at some point, probably not today, probably not tomorrow, but at some point, I'm going to go and off-screen all of them, save for one. Maybe two, just to show you how weird that one is. So I have all the things needed to access that one. It's over by the Dragon Ball pedestal up there. If you know the two I'm talking about, yeah. That should be it though. I think we're good. As it stands, the base game's done. That was the last thing in the base game, save for the mentor quests. So, next time up, we're gonna go back to story stuff for the first DLC mission, and then we're gonna do a bunch of DLC parallel quests, because they for some reason split up the Xenoverse 6 saga into like 3 different DLC chunks. So we're gonna get started on that next time, and we'll see you there.